Yes, yes, Blade fam, what is good? Welcome to episode number 6 of Blading with Bill. So, quick shout out to everyone that has watched episode number 5 already. I really do appreciate that there were not many tricks in that episode whatsoever. I think it was around 25 minutes long and there was about 8 tricks. So, talking to tricks ratio in that one, not so good. It's nice to know that you guys still enjoyed it and that me talking that much hasn't got too boring just yet. There's still plenty of time for that to happen though. So yeah, just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that's hit that one up. It's nearly on 1,000 already and it's only been up for a few days. The subscribers are popping up. Everything's growing really quick and I'm quite overwhelmed by it. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone. If you haven't subscribed already, just click that button below. Helps an awful lot. So let's get on with episode number 6. I've woken up to a very wet and miserable day. I had different plans for today. We were going to go down to Cornwall to skate quite a specific obstacle. I checked the weather last night. Everything looked mint and cushy to go and do that. And I've woken up to this. So let's go with plan B. And the issue is I didn't have a plan B. So I've had to come up with something this morning. I think it'll be quite a fun one. What we are going to try and do is 50 different negative grinds. I don't even know if there's 50 different negative grinds, and I most definitely have not done 50 different negative grinds myself. So I wasn't too sure whether to actually set a number or just whether to make it like I'm going to do as many different negative grinds as I can, but I've set it now. So the number is set, the bar has been set quite high. If I don't get there, it's not a problem, but it gives me something to aim towards, and it'll definitely make me use my noodle today and try and come up with some bits. So, because of the weather, we're going to go down to Plymouth's local indoor skate park, which is called Prime. I haven't been there for quite a few years. Those of you that know me know that I'm not really a park skater, and particularly not an indoor park skater. So, in the UK, the weather's crap quite often. So, on those days, you're forced to go to an indoor park. Everyone's in the same boat, so it's busier than it would be on a dry day. It's full of kids. I find it really difficult to focus. It's super noisy and you're just kind of fighting for a go. So all of those things sort of build up and make it quite difficult for me to concentrate. So that's quite a big reason why I'm not really into park that much. It's just personal preferences. Not got a problem with people that love park. Skate park skating is incredible. It's super fun, but it's just not really my bag. But regardless of that, we're going to go down to Prime today. Haven't been there for quite a few years, so I'm not sure if much has changed. It's definitely developed over the years. I reckon it's been there for over 10. We used to skate it a lot more often. My friend Paul actually used to work there for a while. Big up PB, I miss you a lot. So yeah, it'll be interesting to get down there. I'm sure it'll be pretty quiet. It's Friday and it's middle of the day, so hopefully it won't be too busy. There might be a couple of skateboarders there, but that's not a problem. So yeah, we're going to get down there, going to get warmed up, and we're going to try and find 50 different negative tricks. Maybe at the end of the video, you guys could write in like some that I may have missed. Obviously, you've got all the 360 into the negative grinds, which I'm not Chris Farmer. That's all I'm going to say. I have done a 360 neg porn on a grind box before, but it wasn't incredible. We'll try that again today. We'll see how that goes. And like, I'm not too bad at negative tricks. I'm like good at the ones that I can do, if that makes sense. So like a negative sole, I know it's not the prettiest of grinds, but I'm quite good at that one. And I'm fairly comfortable on a neg acid, but still it's not like my strong point. But there's a few that I can definitely do. So we'll start with them. I quite like the idea of just doing all the normal forward ones, switch and natural. I definitely want to try and get that done today. So I'm going to do like a mix of grind box ones and rail ones because I'm more comfortable on certain ones on the rail and more comfortable on other ones on the ledge. So I'm going to mess around with that a little bit. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever done a negative grind on coping, so like quarter pipe or half pipe. So maybe I'll try that, but I value my hips, so maybe I won't try that. I did see a clip of Woodsy the other day. Big up Woodsy, you're incredible. Did an alley negative macchio on a quarter pipe in Cardiff, and dude, like he is tanking it as well. He absolutely flies across it. So yeah, big ups Woodsy, you're just insane, mate. So before we get down there, I definitely need to address one big problem, which is my skates at the moment. So we've been out skating through winter. My wheels don't turn, they're covered in mud, they're covered in crap. One of my laces snapped last weekend, so they are just in absolute bits. So what I'm gonna do is put some brand new wheels in. So massive, massive big ups to Capital Rollers. Love you guys to bits, my first proper sponsor. Thank you so much for believing in me and keeping me going with stuff like this. They've given me a lovely little jacket for winter and that, which I've been wearing. So yeah, big love to Capital Rollers. I'm gonna put a link down below and in the bio to this video, to the website. Give them some support, buy some wheels from them. They're incredible people. They do so much for the UK blade scene. They do an event every single year. Sometimes they do 2 events a year. They're just incredible guys. They've got massive love for the sport, and yeah, they keep me and the whole team going. So big love to you guys. So yeah, that's the intro. We're all ready to go, apart from making the skates look fresh. Gonna give you guys a quick few shots of that, little bit of a closer look at the wheels, and then yeah, we'll get in the car and head down to Prime. So in a bit. So a little current look at the skates at the moment. They are not looking too good. So yeah, we snapped a lace last weekend. It actually snapped in 2 places. I don't even know how that happens. My dead wheels are pretty dead. I had these sat around for a while and I didn't want to use nice fresh ones for winter. They're just covered in crap and yeah, a little bit messy. A lot of you guys have noticed that I've got the old sole kits on my blanks. I wanted to try them out, and also my original blank sole kits were just knackered. So I've put these on for the moment. I'm waiting for some new ones to turn up, but they work pretty good. They pretty much bolt straight on. I had to slightly drill out this little hole to make it line up, but yeah, they fit, they work pretty well. I was quite impressed that some of you even noticed that, to be honest, but it is quite a big plate. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. And then the Capital Rollers wheels, these things are absolutely beautiful. I mean, that graphic is just cool as it gets. They are a 90A 60mm round profile. They're not quite bullet, but they, to me, they are the perfect profile. You get real nice sort of cess-like action when you need it. You get good grip on corners. They're good for park, they're good for street, and it is a good all-round wheel. So yeah, they've still got some of these in stock. If you guys want to go over to the website and order a pair, the guys will really appreciate that, as will I. But yeah, just a really good wheel. We're going to put a set of these in today. I have to have a little rummage about and find some new bearings. We're going to put a new set of laces in and give them a quick clean up so we can actually move today instead of just killing my leg muscles, because these wheels do not turn. All right, there we go. Look at that, smooth as it gets. So yeah, these were a little bit beaten, a little bit pitted. Some of the bearings just weren't turning. We got some fresh laces, give them a little spruce up, polished off the negative plates, because that's what we're about today. So yeah, we're good to go. Just got in the car to head down to the skate park, and one of the ladies that lives down the road from me said that my car sounds like a bomb every time I start it, which made me laugh. I said, I'm sorry if it ever bothers you, and she said, no, it's totally fine. She just knows every time that I go out and come home. So sorry to everyone that lives in Alfred Road. You may be wondering why we're not in the van today. So I picked the van up the day after we looked at it, which was the abandoned factory video. I drove home from Newquay, which is about an hour-and-a-half drive with no problems at all. Then last weekend I drove to Bristol, which is about 2.5 hours each way with no problems. So on the way back, the oil light came on, it started flashing, and that normally means low oil pressure. Now, I think it's just a sensor, but I'm not certain. I don't want to risk driving it in case the oil pump is faulty. That would mean that the engine could seize and just kill the van completely. So it's booked into the garage next week. I'm hoping it is just the sensor. That'll be a lot cheaper and be done a lot quicker. If it is the oil pump, it's not ideal. It's a way bigger job. It's going to cost a lot more money. But either way, the van will be sorted fairly soon. It's a bit of a shame. Obviously, I've only just bought it and I didn't want any problems with it. It means we can't do any adventures quite yet. but it will be sorted pretty soon. Either way, we'll be having the adventures in it by summer. But yeah, just thought I'd give you guys a little update. I'm a little bit bummed out about it, but there's no point in dwelling on it until I know what the problem is. I'm just going to get it fixed regardless, and we'll be able to enjoy it real soon in the future. So yeah, going to head down to Prime now. It's like a 10-minute drive, so I'll give you guys a little catch up when we're in there. Just having a little warm up, cruising around, getting the blood flowing. Not much has changed here. There's a few new obstacles, but not much. It's enough to have a bit of fun on today and try these 50 negative tricks. See how that goes. Had a little catch up with the owner, Nick. He's a real nice guy. He's nearly 50 and still skateboarding, which is super impressive. So yeah, I'm just going to pop you guys straight down on the tripod, get started on these negative tricks. We're going to start with the basic ones, try and get all of the normal forward negative tricks, switch and natural, and we'll go from there. That took quite a long time, and it turns out that a negative sole switch is basically impossible. Anyone out there that's got that one, fair play to you. Also, the negative switch X-grind, when the negative foot is behind, that felt so weird. Just couldn't get a comfortable one. The rest I'm super happy with. Never ever done a switch neg Mizu or switch neg Mistrio, and for some reason those came easier than the natural today. So it's one of those weird things when, like, you've been skating for 20 years, you try something switch and it kind of feels natural. So pretty cool to unlock that. Obviously you'll see in the clips, maybe try and guess which neg Mistrio is switch, because they both felt pretty poker. But yeah, switch neg soles, that definitely needs some practice. So I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna have a little breather. It's pretty hot in here. Gonna have some water, and then we're gonna mix it up and go on the rail for a little bit. Tally up a few more negative tricks that I haven't done on the box. Might try a few switch ups. I've never really done any negative switch ups like that, and see what else we can get. I am gassed. I'm absolutely roasting, man, but having a hell of a session. Learned a few things there. True neg, alley sole, whatever that one's called. Backslide, step neg porn. Whatever else I did, can't even remember. Just been throwing it at the rail for half an hour or so. I'm gonna go back to the box. I've lost count of where we are. Not ideal. I think we're on 22, but whatever. I'm not too worried about going to 50. I'm just going to keep doing negatives until I run out, and then I'll count them when I get home. No pressure. I'm having fun. That's what matters. But yeah, some of those felt really cool on the rail. Really happy with some of them. I want to take the true neg sole to the street, I think. Need some more practice for sure, but yeah, really cool feeling that. I like that the rail's slightly more chunky than your average rail. It's like the perfect thickness for me. Oi, oi. So pretty happy with that as well. Just gonna have another little breather, because yeah, I'm gassed, man. There's like 2 people in here and they're just doing their own thing. So I've been back and forth on the legend rail for about 3 hours non-stop. Yeah, good though. I feel like I'm getting the fitness back up, and yeah, need to do that through winter. It's quite easy to lose your strength and stuff like that because you don't skate a lot. Yeah, quick water break, quick breather, back on the ledge, get some more. You know what this face means. Oh my God. I've been going for 5 hours straight, and I literally probably stopped for about 3 minutes in total out of that whole 5 hours. There's been no one here, so it's just been back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And a lot of these tricks I've never done in my life, so a lot of them have taken like a lot of repetitive goes. So I've absolutely reached the limit, but it's been super fun. Definitely learned some bits today. There's definitely a lot I need to work on as well. I have no idea how many tricks I've done. I lost count at about 20, and I just thought, whatever, I'll worry about that when I get back. I think I've hit, I'm going to say 35, but I really don't know. A few of the quicks are going to be questionable. Like, negatives are just weird, man. It's not what you're used to doing if you don't do a lot of them. So, yeah, I am cooked. As I always say after every session, what I'm going to do quickly is let you guys have a little look around the skate park, see what it's all about, just in case you guys are passing or you want to pop in and have a skate here. It's pretty cool, particularly when it's this quiet. There's quite a nice little amount of things that you can move around, so you can make it like your own, if you will. So yeah, just going to let you guys have a little look around quickly. So yeah, there's loads of cool little bits that you can move around. These weren't here before, and I'd love to find out what they actually are, because I could do with some of them. And then you've got another room that's got a mini ramp and a foam pit in, so I'm just going to let you guys have a little look at that as well. Really nice mini ramp, to be fair. It's been replied recently, it's a good length. Hey! And yeah, a little foam pit tucked in over there, so yeah. And you've also got this little outside area where you can get coffee and all that jazz, and then they are in the middle of building a cozy little bar. Look at that, they got the fire going. So yeah, they're definitely putting some money into it, which is super cool. They said they're going to do sort of video premieres and have bands down here at the weekend and stuff. And then obviously you've got Prime Shop, which has got all your goodies. They don't sell rollerblades, but they've got scooters and skateboards and all that jazz. There's the man himself. Yeah. So there you go, pop down, Prime in Plymouth. All right, I'm back home from the skate park. I've had a much needed recuperation. I had a massive dinner. I've had a shower, and I definitely feel a little bit more with it now. That was a pretty intense session. Like I said, it was near enough 5 hours of just constant back and forth. The skate park was dead, so I didn't really have to wait for a go. And yeah, I was just into it. My head was in the right place, so I just kept going. All round, really fun session. Definitely learned some stuff. Definitely worked out some stuff that I need to work on. And I've counted the tricks up. So I got to 45, which, all right, it's not 50, but I think it's a good effort, a really solid effort. I probably could have, I could have made it to the 50 mark if I had a bit more juice in the tank. By that point, I was just knackered. A few kids turned up, and yeah, I was just kind of done by then. So I am really happy with 45 still. I know at the start of the video I mentioned trying the 360 negative porn star again. I didn't quite get to that point. I did try 360 neg acid a couple times on the lower ledge. You didn't actually see any clips of me on that one. I tried it on something a bit smaller than the other two. Locked it a few times, slipped out a few times. Definitely something that I'd like to learn in the future. Even just trying that 360 neg acid really put into perspective how difficult Farmer's 360 neg mac on a handrail is. Because I'm trying it on something like this high, and Chris is doing it on a full-blown stair rail. So like, I was spinning the same way onto the same side, and I was struggling on something that big. So it really, really just shows like how talented that man is. Like, we all know that was an MBD, but Jesus Christ, man. Like, next time you go out and skate, just try and stall a 360 neg mac or any 360 neg trick, even on a curb, and get a feel for it. If any of you guys can point out like any really wild negative tricks that I might not have seen before on like old videos or something like that, like chuck them my way, I'd be super keen to see them. But yeah, all round super fun session. It felt like a training day, if you know what I mean. Like, I do negatives in my normal skating, but not to the extent that I've done today. Like, I've learned quite a lot, which is cool. I unlocked a lot of switch ones. There were a few on the rail that I'd just never done. The true neg acid sole, no, true neg alley sole. I don't even know what you call it. Where it's like a backslide and then the negative foot goes alley-oop. True neg alley-oop sole? I have no idea. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments, but that one's super fun. I've done the back torque step back alley-oop neg acid before. Haven't done that in a long time, so I wanted to make sure I still got that. I got a really clean revert out, which I was happy with. So there's a few things that I definitely would like to take to the street and get a clip for like a future section, which would be cool. But yeah, I think that is enough talk about negative tricks. Hope you guys have really enjoyed today's video. I'm going to put a link down below to like the Prime Skate Park website and their Instagram. If you guys are ever passing Plymouth, pop in there, have a look at the shop if that's something you're interested in, have a session there. A lot of people seem to stop there on their way down to Cornwall, which is kind of cool. Plymouth's like the passing city that you go through to get into Cornwall. So yeah, pop in there, give those guys some support. I think that's it. My brain is still a little bit fried after a heavy session today, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow I may go out and film number 7. We'll see how I feel in the morning, eh? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, leave some comments, leave some love. Feel free to share this. Any feedback is always welcome. And give the video a like. See you in the next one. Peace.